You know, an architecture studio is definitely an important space that affects the design process. You know, as designers, we need to be able to be in a creative space, a space that is not only going to give us the information so that we can focus, the environment so that we can focus on our designs, but also make it comfortable because we spend a lot of time in this design studio. Today, design studios are very different than what they used to be back in the day with drafting tables and so forth. Back then, the drafting tables occupied a lot of space, and the lighting was really important because you did not have screens and computers and that kind of stuff. This day and age, we use computers. Everything is dominated by computers. Unfortunately, that the drafting table and the hand drawing is almost a lost art. So the traditional architects still do it, but we are driven by finances in many ways to be able to not only have more financially profitable projects, but also the demands that we have from the client to get it done quickly also puts a strain on getting it done. So we have a lot of strains, a lot of situations which drive the type of studio that we have. We still have to be able to remain creative, but at the same time productive in the design studio. I think that most architects will agree that a collaborative type of space is the most suitable for a design studio. A collaborative space allows other architects to come together to be able to put their ideas and communicate in a group type setting. When you are in that type of space, you are able to feed off of each other to be able to come up with the best design possible for the client. Sometimes a collaborative space can be noisy, which distracts other architects from doing their best design work. So there needs to be a balance in there from the activities that are happening there. And there's got to be respect for other people's space and noise levels for them to be productive. You know, the spectrum of architecture studios is really, really broad. The styles and the way people operate are very, very different. There is no perfect way. There's no wrong way of how a studio should operate, but we're always looking for that creative space that will be able to not only inspire its occupants, but allow them to be more productive, as well as be able to enjoy the space for the amount of time that they spend there. There's some architects that will have lounges for their employees. There are some others that will actually have break rooms that the architects can have some quiet time to be able to recharge. And I think those are steps in the right direction. Of course, with the advent of Google and Apple and some of these other creative spaces that these companies have created, I think that a lot of people are becoming very aware of their own spaces to be able to emulate some of their some of the things that some of those companies are doing. Again, they're not perfect for everybody, but certainly being in a design in a creative environment, we're always thinking about what our space can do to make it better for its employees. Our space is more of a collaborative space. That is what works for us, to be able to communicate, to be able to dialogue. That space that is able to make everybody within our business culture feel comfortable. Sometimes people have a hard time being near other people. For us, it's very important that the people that come work here at Development One fit into our business culture so that we can all get along. I think that is very, very important, and that is where we start.